I've got a rock.
He's so teeny.
I've got clickety-clack math dice. Or math rocks somewhere.
I've got
Clickety-clackety math rocks.
I do enough math. I want the computer to do my math on this day.
I go back
Why
and
do you
forth on
math?
whether or not I trust the computer.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Recording.
All right, cool. So last time you all explored the Abbey of Krezk in very extensive detail. Found a lot of things. Found a lot of chickeny mongrel folk. I don't remember all their names because I made them up as we went, but
How
the
dare you?
Jed, Ted, Zed, etc. Found.
Bedhead.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Go ahead and keep doing the intro. I've just got to show y'all something.
And then during the exploration, Misa found Cuddles.
Yeah, and led him right into my face. And then abandoned me to shadow folk later.
We couldn't have fought Cuddles at the state we were in.
Hey guys, meet Bread.
Misa, we can't hear you.
My camera is on.
I got the abbot, and he saved you. And as I was running from the shadows, I also told you to run instead of just leaving you the first time. So I'm improving.
Meet Bread
We all.
and Bun.
No. How cute. Right. As you explored and you spoke with the abbot a little bit more, you found out that Cuddles was sort of the prototype of Vasilka, the failed version that was wild and inobedient, and was the abbot being himself. You kind of get the idea that he's a little bit bananas, but he also has a kind soul, and he could not bear to destroy his creation, so rather he locked it away.
Unsuccessfully.
Well,
I mean, it wasn't coming out until you opened the door.
I'm curious if I could learn how to make them.
If that is something you'd be interested in doing, you could certainly discuss it with the abbot. But yeah, as you did that, you jumped down into the well. You found I believe, superior healing potion and some bits of treasure worth a nice little chunk of change.
We stole shit.
Your penance was that you had to hear the abbot having sex with his
Oh, why'd you have to remind
flesh
me
golem.
of that?
That was the price you paid for the loot.
Oh, pure fuck.
The noises were so
Google,
awful that
turn on
we
kitchen
lost
light.
that we lost somebody in the process.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened.
All right. After
Call it
that,
kill.
after that, you went upstairs to explore, where you met one Esmeralda Devonier. You spoke with
Hey,
her,
Google,
and
turn off kitchen light.
you had a conversation, having an inkling of who she was and how she pertained to Van Richten, and you told her the truth, which she did not like, and she has now decided to shorten her name to Ez to sort of branch out her own identity, and will be following you for the time being. You fought some shadows, and that was really rough. The group ended up running away and getting the fuck out of there, away from the shadows, and that's more or less where we ended things.
You forgot to say Callie epically failed in yeeting herself off the balcony.
I forgot about that.
Not for neck.
Yep.
We just come outside. Oscar and I walk downstairs, see her just like drooling into the ground.
Me and Mitza jump off, no problem. And then here comes Callie. Womp!
I don't think Minion's gonna fix this one, guys.
Next time someone should conjure a mattress.
That would have taken too much time.
I could have summoned a like a little pillow. That's about all I could do.
a pile of straw.
I just
That would've worked.
posted the
My
pile
size is very limited.
of dice I'm
Callie,
using
Talia Assassin's Creed dives into it and still misses.
Probably.
Well,
With
she
the way
could
my
like
rolls
maybe
were going
use
last
her.
week, bro. Like
She could
I'm
maybe
looking
use
back
her
on it.
command of spores to summon a big mushroom to fall on.
She could have turned into an animal.
Not midair. I was committed.
I was committed.
Yeah,
Well, I
she
mean-
just fucking yeet, okay?
Get
Before
me the
jumping,
fuck out of here, bleh.
before you can use your action to wild shape, and you know.
Can she turn into ant and not take fall damage since they can't take fall damage?
Maybe. I don't know. Alright, did you guys rest before? I
No.
can't remember.
No, we haven't
No,
had a
we
chance.
literally just walked down the stairs and we're like, we called it there.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
So we
well,
need to like GTFO and somebody needs to summon his tower of shittery fuckery.
Tower of PP.
Osca.
Tower of
That was
shittery
out of
fuck.
character. But in character, I probably would say that too.
Octavio.
Aw.
I'm sitting here playing with dice.
I wanted to do it outside of this place. Wanted to go down by the pond to summon it.
Yes, that makes sense.
Let's go then.
Kind of out of the way.
Where we're
People
not
won't-
going to destroy people's like housing. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Some inside the walls of the town, but still.
Separate. That
Separate.
makes perfect sense to me.
I look over and tell him, "You've got ghosts. You need an exorcist. Bye." Run.
If you pay us, we can take care of it.
No,
No?
not right now.
You got ghost. You should get on that. Heads up! Don't say I never gave you anything.
Misa is saying, having no part of this.
Mm-mm.
I'm with the rogue. I'm not touching those things.
I'm stepping outside. We're leaving.
Ed says, "Let us go then. She will be Esmeralda will be your sixth for the time being.
Okay.
That works.
She is a badass one to have as your sixth. Let me tell you."
Okay, there's another set of dice. They kind of ruined the.
Well, Ez, welcome to the team.
Thank you, thank you. I look forward to traveling with you all.
Oh, we'll head down to the pond, I guess.
I just realized I forgot to open my character sheet. Okay, yeah, down to the pond. I would very much like to take a rest.
RP fast walking real quick.
I summon a little sled and ride down the hill. No. I have the health to do it, but I don't think I want to.
Knowing your luck, you would manage to roll a nat 1 and get stuck in a thorn bush.
I have good luck, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Welcome to Bavarian Jackass.
Barovian.
Yeah, that.
We're not in Germany.
It just reminds me of
Hello
that
and
one.
welcome to the German jackass. You've been pranked.
It just reminds me of that episode of Jackie Chan Adventures where he's like, "Ugh, Bavaria."
Ah. So
The
you
looks I just got over the couch were priceless.
like what the fuck?
Like, you expect some weird in D&D, but not the level of weird we hit sometimes.
Oh, that's as Scones would say, that's peak D&D. All right, so were you going back down into Krezik? Did you say? I missed it.
Yes.
Yeah, back down
Okay.
by the pond, I think is where I would like to summon it, unless anyone has some better ideas.
Nope, we agreed the pond is the best.
Okay. I mean, it's not huge. It's not that big.
I've said that
Not a
before.
tiny hut, but it's bigger.
It's a lot bigger than a tiny hut.
Bigger on the inside.
Hmm.
God. It was a Doctor Who reference, okay?
Ah. That was loud. Hi.
Hi.
900 feet. Jeez.
My friend Anthony just played a jump scare thing, and I'm just like a bit thing.
Wow. So, are we just waiting on Alexander to figure out where he's gonna summon his thing?
Yep.
I was
I mean,
thinking
I
he
think
was gonna
would have
summon
it
it
figured
over
out
here.
by now.
Over there? I can.
I don't
just want
know.
there to be. I don't want to be on anyone's land.
We're literally inside a town. We're on everybody's land.
That's fair.
If you wanted to, we could just step outside the town, and you can summon it right outside the town, where we can probably be attacked.
I mean,
Being
put it by the
guilty.
wall between those two trees.
Like right over here, on the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
Look, man, there's a big open plot of land right over here.
Sure. We're your new neighbors. Nice to meet you. My name is Alexander. This is Osca, Miza, Ro, Callie, Ez. Glad to meet you.
We'll bring you all brownies tomorrow.
The
What do you mean
fun
neighbors?
kind.
Alrighty, just let me know what you're doing.
Yeah, I will start casting my spell.
Alright.
I'm making sure I have the spell slot, because that would be awkward. I'll conjure a little tower in my hand, set it on the ground, and then start casting and containing the spell as the tower begins to grow to its full size.
Giggity.
And eventually, there is a nice wooden door in front of us that I open.
How tall is it?
It's 20 feet tall.
20 feet tall. All of a sudden, you see this structure much taller than anything else in the village just kind of shoot up and yes,
Oh, is
so
it really?
Wizards always
Nothing's tall.
compensating for something.
I mean the only thing that is more noticeable than this structure in town would be the abbey, towering 900 feet above you. But
Fair enough.
Who says size doesn't matter?
Well, so I open the door. It's again the study, this time with a small brazier with a small fire underneath of it. And then there's a ladder that goes upstairs. On the second floor, instead of the one big bed, and I made a bunch of like twins, 6 twins, with a small heating furnace in the center.
So, talk first or sleep first? What do you guys want to do?
We can talk
Sure.
first, I guess.
Yeah, we can do that. Share information.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the most pressing fact of the matter is we found 2 more cards, but we need to know what that sword Mita's got in her possession is.
Well, now that we have a bit of time, I can figure it out.
Okay.
It would take me quite some time, but give me an hour.
So, in agreement, Mita will be the one wielding that sword from here on?
Well, I do not think anyone else is suited for it. If there's anyone else that would benefit from it, then perhaps we could talk about this. And is there anyone else that would be wanting a sword like this?
I don't think anyone else would be adept with it other than maybe Osca, but he's got Treebane, so.
Well, Ro, you use weapons, but you have that book and
Not
spells.
swords. Swords aren't my forte.
Fair enough.
Like I can, but I already have
Right.
the axe, so
You have something special. Misa's new, and I guess this is something. She's earned it, I guess. That's the right word to say.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
Well, thank you.
Callie, you'll be next.
Alexander.
Haha.
It
Just
is
one of the strays along for
pretty
the ride.
No, you're one of us. Deal with it.
And let's not forget Ez.
Yeah, another stray.
Ez would look over at you and say, "Do not worry about me. I have many tricks up my sleeve you have not yet seen."
Ooh, trick pony.
See, I think if we get Kali anything, though, it needs to be a pillow at this point.
Phrasing.
Hello? There are pillows upstairs, bro.
Gonna strap it to my ass.
and to your nape.
We just make her suit out of pillows. Fucking have
Yeah,
the
pillows.
Michelin
I can
man
take a
walking
nap
around as part of
anytime.
our
You
party.
mean padded armor?
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a thing, isn't it?
Do we have an artificer?
Yes,
We have.
padded armor is literally like wearing, quilted pillows. And it is a thing.
Yeah. And we could make it to where it expands before impact. Like airbags
We had one
for your
until
booty.
I was mean to them.
Rip.
Well,
Padded booties all around.
Okay, I
That
thought you said
is-
something other than booties at first.
No, I didn't say boobies.
We know what you've got on your mind.
Yeah, I just showed everyone.
Alrighty. So is
Boobas.
Misa identifying the blade?
Yeah.
I think she's going to attune to it.
Yeah,
be-
Misa is going to attune to it.
I'll just straight up attune, okay? Are we doing that like right now?
Well, I mean, it takes an hour, so.
Okay. While Misa is working with the blade, is there anything anybody else would like to do?
Well, I think we need to discuss what our plan is next, and I
I
wanted
need
to
to
bring
build my acorn,
something
but I'm poor.
up.
I think we should honor our promise to go back to the Wizard Divine.
I agree to an extent with helping them. They are currently, though, in production. It's not fantastic wine, but it is wine nonetheless.
We still need to find the rest of the acorns. That's what I believe Rose means.
Right.
And
And on that topic, it is. I have been struggling to find a component for one of my spells, and those acorns are viable for a replacement.
No.
No.
He doesn't need them all.
No.
No.
Did you ask him?
I have not. But here's
I have
the
an
thing.
acorn.
It's more of a gem, Kelly. The reason I ran away earlier today was because I could not fight at my full strength.
And I understand that, but
If you're okay, Ro,
But
if you're okay with me running away and not helping as much as I can, fine.
yes, because
It's not ours to use as we please.
Not only that, we need Damien. We need Davian on our side. You doing that could jeopardize that relationship.
Davian's
Jeopardizing.
already helped, or his plan said to
But
help us.
Davian is part of the card.
Wait though. I know you need this, but why not ask if you can have them from the people you're getting them for
Yes.
He won't give
instead of
them.
just using them?
He won't give them. They're part of
I will.
his family
Yeah.
heritage.
I don't see it happening.
Okay,
That
so that being said, could we not find your whatever spell components you need somewhere else?
I have looked. I've tried. If
We
there's
have
only
been
one,
to 2 towns.
there is one more town that I would like to check out before going back to the Wizards of Wine for it.
Okay, we
We
can.
If
need
not-
to go to. Oh, fucking hell! What was the name of that place?
We passed through it. I can't remember it either.
No. Hold on. We need to go visit the Velaki for the dress.
Yes.
So we can look there, but I'm not comfortable with you taking one of their acorns, possibly jeopardizing our relationship with Davian before we even get to a point where we've used the full extent of that relationship.
It's a moot point right now. Let's go ahead and check out the other towns, see if we can find your components. We'll cross that bridge.
It is a
when we
last
get there.
resort, but
Yes, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Because we, of course, want you to be at your full strength. We always want you to be able to help us as much as possible, but not at the risk of losing one of our allies in this blight-forsaken land. We need all the help we can get.
yes.
And
I
that
could be wrong.
also means having you at full strength too.
Now, I could be wrong, but he had promised to help us before we recovered them all. Am I wrong on that?
He promised after we helped with the first one.
Right.
So, let's just one thing at a time. I know we need to go to Valaki. Where was the other one that they knew the location of? Is it on the way to Valaki?
I have one written down called Berez. I do not know where Berez is. Callie might, since she was a druid of the group.
Osca.
We can also ask around.
Osca had the map. That may be of assistance.
I don't remember. I don't have it down. I don't have it written down. The third place that they were taken to.
I reach into my knapsack thing, pull out the map, and start looking at it.
The location of the third one was unknown, but
Okay.
hearing your conversation, Ez would say, Berez, I can point you there, certainly.
Excellent.
Cool.
Would you mind showing me on the map?
She points to it on the map.
Could we see the map?
Can we see the map?
Yes.
Hey
It's
Google.
just for some
Turn
plotting
on
and
kitchen
planning.
light.
Show me on the map where they touched you.
But
Because
wait.
here's that town.
Okay, where we at?
They can't be that far apart, can they?
Okay, let me double
Trying
check.
to remember where the hell we are. Oh, I see. I remember where we are now. Was it this tiny little ass town over here?
No, it was right. It's that. Right
That's
here.
Valaki.
That's right. Oh,
So-
this is the one we weren't be able to go to, I think?
This is the one they wouldn't let us stay inside.
Yeah, because it was... Yeah.
Problems at night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone in a fucking tower on the outside of their gate now.
What? What jerks. Yeah, right?
All of a sudden, you hear a knock on your tower's door.
Not it.
Oh shit.
I will answer it. It's my tower.
Solemn duty.
Yes. I knew this was going to be a problem. I open it.
Yes.
Hello, my
My
name.
butler.
Who are you? Hi.
As you open the door, you are greeted by the burgomaster, Dmitry Kreskov. He says,
Greetings.
hello, did you get a building permit for this?
Yep.
It is temporary, but yes, I understand your concern.
Okay, this is private land here that you have built upon,
Mm-hmm.
that we tax usage of.
Of
What a
course.
dick.
Says, considering your service to the village, we will let it slide this one time. You said this is a temporary structure.
It only lasts 24 hours.
If you plan to do this again, please, requisition the use of the land through the proper channels. Come to me, because we have certain protections over some of our properties that we would want to ensure stay intact.
Of course. I wouldn't want to harm or disvalue our relationship in any way.
Very well.
That
Odd
being
structure. That being said,
we haven't had much chance to talk or chat. You wouldn't happen to have any assets at your disposal, would you? Being a man of such a stature.
I've don't have much. We are not a rich town. We have a small gate guard outfit, but we are not an incredibly rich village.
Understandable. I will hand him a gold and apologize again.
He sort of looks at your gold and nods appreciatively. Thank you. This will definitely help. Much appreciated.
And then I will shut the door gently.
Hear his footsteps kind of walk away from the other side of the door.
Well handled, Alexander.
At least one of us is adept at talking to people, because I sure as fuck am not.
So, we should probably discuss the other thing in the bag.
The head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it talk?
We can make it talk.
Oh my gosh, okay.
It's
Let me pull this up from like 4 sessions ago. Like
Let me make sure I have a spell slot for it.
Oh, so we should probably ask
If you don't row, we can.
what
do it
Ez
another
feels
time.
about it. How Ez feels about it.
Nope, I have
Well-
one spell slot left that is at the level I need.
Istana and whatnot. And
Should we-
also where we found it.
Well, we have some sensitive information that we would like to learn, but it may not go over well with you.
what would that be?
Well, we found just gonna be blunt. We found a head of a Vestani in a chest at Van Richten's tower. In his chest.
Okay.
Given the past history of you and him and what you know now, we have the ability to speak with it, and I want this to be plain and clear that if this is going to upset you, you can go upstairs.
I have no particular emotional connection to the Vistani. I am one of them, yes, but I have not lived with him in my lifetime, so
Understandable. I just wanted to be
We wanted to be,
transparent.
yes, because we found it at Van Richten's tower after all, and we know your attachment or previous attachment to him.
I appreciate your concern. I will be fine.
I will pull the head out then of the bag of holding.
Cannot believe we took a head.
Of all the
Why?
things we've taken, that honestly does not surprise me anymore. 5 questions. Have you come up with them?
I have thought about them. One being a name of the head. 2 being how they died. And if that question comes back Van Richten, why that he killed you? What part of the Vestanis were you with? My guessing is we'll learn what they were with.
Can you send these in chat as well? I'm not gonna fucking remember this, and I'm the one that has to ask.
Who you are? Who killed you?
Who or what?
That's fair. Who or what killed you? Why? Why did they want to kill you?
And remember, these questions can only be things that the person knew in their life.
Right. No, I mean, yeah. And if they don't know, they don't know. But that's the information I think we want to know. We can leave the last 2 up to what we get from that.
Okay.
And these aren't the. I mean, we can ask more after a while, right? If I know the spell.
Yeah. As long as I have
Okay.
the spell prepared. I was going
I know
to...
it's a bit. But now that we've used it, you could take some time without it prepared.
Yeah, that's what
until
I was
that
gonna say. I was
time's
gonna
back.
I was gonna prepare some of my more combat heavy spells for going back into Barovia. but I can always re-prepare this at a later date.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So is this where
I'm
we
going
want?
to
Huh?
be right back a real hot second. I need to change my glasses.
Okay.
On a 10-sided dice, would a 0 or a 9 be the high number?
0.
I flipped all my dice to their highest rolls, and I'm sitting here looking at the 10s, and I'm like, huh. I've got 4 set of dice sitting on.
You can't roll a 0 on a dice.
Yes, you can.
Nope.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can roll the number 0, but it's to represent a 10.
Yeah.
Or a double 0. This case, maybe. I've got all my Slytherin dice out, and then I've got one bright red set of dice.
I saw 100-sided dice.
I want a D100.
They still don't go to a. They're too big.
Yeah.
I've seen
feel like
this
they get
big, like,
cocked a lot.
1-pound metal, like D100.
I'm gonna wait till he walks back, puts his headphones back on.
Ooh wee, ooh wee.
Leave my undies alone.
I mean, I think you're hot. Let's do it.
It's too warm to wear
Oh,
anything other than my undies right now.
California. That's why I fucking left.
And now I can go ahead and go back into the regular screen because I won't get banned.
Okay. Are you ready, Boone?
Yeah, for those of you who are curious, I posted the Pounder D100. If you haven't ever seen it.
I have. I want it. But I would probably eat it at someone instead of rolling it.
Oh, I would totally eat it at someone.
It's
Probably my
surprisingly,
child.
like, not that expensive. It's only like $50, which I would think it would be, like, honestly more.
I have a friend that's a blacksmith. I can see if he can make me one.
My birthday is coming
numbers
up.
are just so small.
Yeah.
I just feel like you'd get cocked a lot. You wouldn't be able to
In
tell.
January.
It's really not that
Forever.
far when you think about it.
What are we talking about?
How soon
My birthday's coming up.
Who are we talking about? Where are we talking about?
Your mama.
Oh,
I turned 30 in under 4 months now. Holy shit.
oh, you baby.
My birthday's in a month and 12 days.
Fun.
I'm ready, yes.
Okay.
I'm
So-
old though.
I kind of gingerly grab the head and set it on the floor in front of me, and then I sit cross-legged in front of it and cast the spell.
As you cast the spell, you see the magic sort of washing over this head. The waxy complexion of the flesh, of the preserved flesh, becomes a bit more natural and human-like, and its eyes flutter open, and it says, "Hello."
Hello, good sir. What is your name?
Let me get my info pulled up.
We asked if you're ready.
Sir?
Totally not
Yeah.
ready.
The
You're
head
talking
kind
to
of
a feckin' head.
the head kind of scoffs and says, "Sir, my name is Jan.
Sorry,
I'm a woman."
Mom. Sorry, Mom. I have limited information to go on with. Do you know who killed you, Jan?
Or what?
Rictavia Van Richten.
Von Richten killed you.
Yes.
Do you know?
That was a third. Was that not a third question?
No, I was just clarifying. Do you know why?
I stole from him.
What did she steal?
What did you steal from him?
Oh, wait, hold on. His wagon and his monkey.
Another casualty of Rose.
Why did you steal it?
No.
I don't know.
Like,
Give me
Is that
just
the
one
question?
moment.
Why did he steal it?
No.
No.
I'm the only one who can ask the questions.
Yeah.
How about maybe something along the lines of... Ooh, no, I don't know.
I mean, we saw the wagon. It was,
That road blew up.
yeah. I mean, it was a nice wagon.
There was apparently a monkey in there.
I hope the monkey wasn't in there.
Yet another body count of Rose.
I mean,
Mitza
I don't-
has a good.
this head isn't as important as I thought it was.
Mitza might have something.
Why was the like? Okay, here's a question. I wasn't there when y'all took the head, so I'm just gonna ask a general question of the party.
Mm-hmm.
Where was this head?
In a chest.
In Van Richten's tower.
Okay, so this chest was significant enough to keep
Yeah.
in a chest in a tower.
There was a bunch of other stuff in there that Mitza also took.
Okay, but this head, so it has stolen the wagon, the monkey. My guess is was trying to get away. So what was her significance that made it significant enough to kill and keep?
Why would Ranrichting keep your head?
Is that what you want me to use my last question for?
She may not know, but she'd be able to guess. I don't know.
What was Why was she so important?
Why are you so special?
Okay. Jan, last question. What was so special about you that he chose to keep your severed head? As Bruin's just like, God damn it, you guys.
No, they don't know anything that happened after they died, right?
Right.
I posted the
Okay.
spell just so you can see it as well.
Okay. She would sigh and say, I'm not entirely sure. Vengeance? As a bargaining chip? I'm not sure. And with that, the eyes shut, and the skin goes once again waxy and dead.
Well, that wasn't as useful as I was hoping for.
Yeah.
If she knew things that happened after she died, she would have known more, but...
Nope.
Right.
So we have Ez, who is very versed on Van Richten, correct?
Yes.
Maybe we should
Why
go back to the tower.
Why not ask her why he would keep a severed head? Well, what would be the significance of that? What would be,
You can ask her, Callie. She's right here.
She's standing right here.
like,
Ez sort of looks around, kind of humming.
Were you not paying attention, Ez?
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know she was right here.
She is traveling with the group for the time being.
So
After
Ez,
talking to that head,
I think Callie wanted to ask Ez a question.
okay.
yeah. So Ez, why would Van Richten keep a head locked away in a chest? What would be the significance of that?
Esmeralda would think, she'd say, that is an interesting question. From what I know of Van Richten, we fought together many times. We have worked together very closely. Let me see it. I'm gonna roll to see if Esmeralda would know. Let's do. What do you guys think? Enter wisdom on that.
Intelligence.
Yeah,
Probably.
history check. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any special history proficiencies, so we'll just do straight int. Okay, so Esmeralda would say, well, I know that Van Richten has the ability himself to speak with the dead. Perhaps he saw use in keeping her around.
I think we might be due for another visit to the tower.
I don't think there's much more information we know about the place, unless he's back there. That'd be the only reason I would see going back.
We only really explored the top tower. And there is the fact that Guillaume's body was unburied and moved.
That is true.
That is very weird.
So
Well,
He might have come back.
it's on the way. It's on the way to the other town. We can go ahead and do that while we're, two birds, one stone.
I'll agree.
I think that would be
let's. Is there anything else that we needed to do maybe before we long rested?
My acorn.
Well, do we have the gold for that?
I don't.
How much gold do we need?
200,
200.
I believe is what you said.
200 gold to gild something?
Mine
How
is
big is
300.
it?
It's an acorn.
It's a but
It's an acorn. How much acorn?
specifically the acorn needs to be gilded worth 200 gold pieces, so that's why it's so much. So you need to have 200 gold pieces worth of gold to give it the appropriate value to gild it.
Can gilding be gems included though?
I would say in this instance, yeah, like Eli's saying, typically no, because specifically the acorn has to be like dipped in gold, not like encrusted with rubies or something.
Gilding by nature is covering in gold.
In gold. It's a Midas acorn.
Well, if we have the gold, Miza and I do have the capability of crafting such a material.
Yeah, not yet. Dang it.
We need to make some money apparently.
Well, Misa has a shitload of money worth of stuff.
This is true, but it's Mitsa that found it, so therefore it's Mitsa. I don't think we know about it.
Yeah, we don't know about it yet.
Mitsa hasn't shared that.
So yeah, Mitsa has a secret stash. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think. Okay. So anything else? Did Mitsa need help attuning that very expensive sword?
I am also going to be casting a spell to get Zerk back.
Okay. So we'll say Alexander is going to work on that summoning spell. Is that like a ritual? Okay, so Alexander's casting his ritual. In the time that you spoke with the head, and you had the Burgomaster come and speak to you, all of these things, we'll say the hour has passed, and Misa would have been able to attune to the sword. So, Misa, the sword you have attuned to, you can add the Sun Sword to your inventory.
Neato.
The Sun Sword is fucking badass. It is a sentient blade. It has an intelligence of 11, a wisdom of 17, and a charisma of 16.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
It has hearing. It has hearing and normal vision out to a range of 60 feet, and it communicates by transmitting its emotions to the creature carrying or wielding it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it also has the general properties of a sun blade, which makes it a +2 weapon.
Does it make it a finesse weapon?
No, it's not a finesse weapon. It's a versatile weapon.
Oh, that hurts.
I don't know what that means.
I mean,
finesse, you can use your dex, but Misa can't use her dex modifier for it. She has to use strength. It's a +2 weapon, though. Like, I mean,
it is a finesse weapon. It is martial versatile finesse.
Oh, is it finesse? Okay, shit,
yes.
Nice. I thought it wasn't. Hell yeah.
Yeah, as I'm looking at it, it is martial versatile finesse.
Okay, so gold.
I was about to be so sad.
Another cool thing about it, though, if you hit an undead with it, the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. And it also emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. And the light emitted from it is true sunlight. Which you have not seen much in Barovia.
That's cool.
And you can also use an action to expand or reduce the radius of the bright and dim light by 5 feet each to a maximum of 30 feet or a minimum of 10 feet.
Is that gonna hurt Misa's sneaking?
Does Misa rely on shadows in particular?
Not particularly.
But if you're glowing, it might be kind of obvious where you are. Ooh. was worried it was not gonna be finesse.
I didn't think it was, but I mean, this is a fucking legendary weapon. It's kind of ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
And
Misa, so with that being said, as you attune to this weapon, you hear a voice in your head. You hear it say, Strahd must die. Will you help me with this?
In this, we are agreed.
Very good. We will speak soon. For now, thank you for freeing me from the inside of that scarecrow.
Well, it was, I can say, quite a pleasure, but it is good to have any help against Strahd.
Absolutely. Again, thank you. I must rest and build my strength, but again, thank you.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo, Zerk is blue.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm so happy to have Zerk back.
I do not blame you there.
Alright, so Misa, we have Zerk resummoned. Misa has attuned to the Sun Sword. What would you guys like to do at this point?
Bedtime?
long rest.
I wanted to do a bit of reading before bed, but you guys are more than welcome to pass out.
Misa will stay up and um, get close to the brazier and get out her tools kit and tools and start grinding a bit, and then she will um, move towards polishing the same rock that you have seen her work on these past few days and weeks. Um, and so she will be fervently working on this and polishing, and a look of laser focus is on her face.
Okay. Alexander, was there anything in particular you were wanting to read, or just in general?
I just want to read some more of the Price of Beauty.
Okay. Let me get...
I know most of it. I know you've told me most of the information in it, but just to, self-care. Increase Alexander's self-care.
how are you reading it? Describe to me exactly what you're doing.
I'd probably be reading a few pages at a time, and on a separate piece of paper that I have on my desk, writing down like key points.
Okay. So as you pick up the book initially, you again catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and you hear again. You see the glimpse of yourself in the mirror replaced by a beautiful woman with flowing, curly, fiery red hair, and she says, "Well met, dearest one. How do you feel today?"
Well, a bit exhausted at this point, but I think we're going in a good direction.
Exhausted, you say? Oh. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. I'd like to let you know if rest, relaxation, or transformation is what you need, then follow the lilies, dearest one. I'm sure Silvari will see to your needs. As she says this, you see the mirror of the cover of the book glow very softly, almost imperceptibly, but you would be able to catch that with your general knowledge and your familiarity with this book. And right beside you, in a space that's unoccupied, you see a 5 foot wide, 7 foot high portal appear in the nearest unoccupied space by you. And you see, leading up to this portal, is a trail of lilies.
the hell?
Don't go into the light.
What the
Miza,
fuck did you do?
you're not hero. You're in bed. Miza. Trying to be quiet so I don't wake everyone.
You see Misa stumbling a bit and go, uh, Alexander, uh, what, what have you done?
Amazing things once again. I made a portal.
I can see this. To where?
Where the lilies go. Relaxation. I'm gonna send Zerk in. I know I just got him, and this is risky, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna go in.
Misa puts quickly pockets. Misa quickly pockets what she was going in so fast that you cannot see what she was doing. But she says, "Well, if Zerk can do this, then I
Just
cannot wait to
fastball
see
Zerk.
what this happens."
Don't fastball Zerk in there. Zerk crawl through the portal. And then I'll use my action to see through Zerk's eyes and ears.
Okay, I didn't expect this right now. Hold on, give me a moment.
Is Zerk a familiar?
He is a familiar.
It is only up to 100 feet that you can usher instructions, so as soon as he goes through, he's on his own, and you can just see.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Give me just a moment.
I really just want to know if there's a portal behind him that he can leave.
Like, come back, puppy.
Okay. So, let me reveal what he would see here.
Oh, dear Lord, what have I done?
Snores a little.
I can't. I just picked a book at random.
Give me 1 sec.
I'm gonna go grow up.
Not yet, because I'm actually messaging something to Boone separately that I want his opinion on.
Okay.
It'll just take a second.
So, what you see when you come through there, Okay, so I'm not going to be able to block this from everybody's view, so everybody will see this, but whatever. Zerk will see.
You can drag just one person.
Whatever. It's already done. So,
that's fine.
as Zerk flies through the portal, as Zerk flies through the portal, you see double doors that open to the sound of a bell. Beyond the doors is a large lobby, the air heavy with the scent of fresh lilies. A desk stands at the center of the room, holding neatly piled papers and fresh-cut lilies in a vase. A dark-haired man in fine clothes stands behind the desk. And yeah,
Zerk
so
just
you
licks his eye and then slides back down.
Belly!
Does he notice the lizard?
does this person have a stat block? He does. Let me see if he would notice.
I mean, I don't think he's hiding. He just walked through.
He flew through.
I didn't throw him. That was a joke.
Well, it would be a small thing. Let's see if he would notice it. Nope, he doesn't notice Zerk.
Zerk's probably looking around. Is there is the way he came in still there? Like a way out?
Yeah, the portal's still there.
I'm gonna try to reach my hand through the portal and grab Zerk.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
You fall through the portal.
Oh shit.
As you fall through, you see this individual say, "Welcome, friend, to the Restful Lily. Feel free to freshen yourself in our luxurious bathhouse, or perhaps you'd enjoy a massage, a haircut, a shave, a pedicure. Oh, road-tired feet simply cry out for comfort. Whatever your pleasure, I'm here to serve."
Are you now?
I snap Zerk out of existence and just step back out of the portal, just nodding yes.
You step out of the portal, and it's been about 5 minutes now. The portal snaps shut. And
Alexander, what was that?
It's like a spa. I don't have hair. They do haircuts.
Misa's eyes light up to like saucer size and say, "A spa?"
A spa?
Yeah, I would like to sleep before going there.
But a spa.
We're tired. You won't enjoy it if you're passed out.
I will relax into a coma, I swear.
Have you ever had a massage?
So, Alexander, you hear this in your head. You hear that same voice calling out to you and saying, "It does not seem you were able to find your relaxation. If you ever would like to go again, just come see me. Tell me what you'd like to fix."
All of this.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. You are looking beautiful today.
Thank you. As you say this, the image fades away, and you only see yourself in the mirror now. You feel that the magic of the tome is spent for now.
I just put the book back in my bag, and that's enough for tonight.
He has a spa book, Mika. He has a spa book.
I'm a rest from this overcast hellhole.
It was inside, so I don't think you get much sun.
I don't care. It's spa day. And we have been sleeping on this book for how long?
A day? Maybe 2?
It's been 2 or 3 sessions, but I don't think more than a rest or 2 rests. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah.
Well, at least I have my reservations about it blindly trusting a book, but
yeah,
spa
that's
days
why
are
I didn't stay.
high on my priority list.
We've dealt with a lot of books, Miza, and that's not a lot of them have been good. A lot of them have been bad. One has tried to kill Osca. Like, it actually tried to kill Osca.
He recovered.
Need that or mind you what Ro wields for a weapon?
You're asleep.
I'm waiting for Boone to say anything before I hit my long rest button.
Me too.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I hadn't.
Oh, did we both message him RP questions?
Oh no, I'm just conked out on the side.
One more thing before the night is over.
What do you got, Misa? You go ahead. I'm gonna read Rose's question and process it.
Lots of processing going on here.
No.
I meant to ask Boone this earlier today to give him time to decide, and now I'm kind of throwing it at him because I had way too much going on today.
I must say, no, Alexander, I vaguely heard that you are looking for a sizable gem of sorts.
Yes, this question it has been posed many times.
Well, you have done mass for the group, and I do not think that you are best served in a limited capacity. So, as much as I have not wanted to be parted with this work, as it is perhaps some of my finer work, I believe that you will be best served by it. And you see Miza reach into her breast coat, and from one of the many deep pockets, she quickly pulls out a ruby the size of her fist. I have been working on this for months on the seas, and I have continued to do so as a means of maintaining some sort of sanity and semblance of routine here in Barovia. And so I've taken the rough-hewn stone and I have slowly been working on it. It is not flawless by any means. The interior rock is not the best, but of the sizable, in the quantity at least, it is worth quite a lot. And if you look closely in it, I'm sure you will find that it may suit your purposes quite well. And she will very slowly hand over the large ruby to Alexander.
Don't know what to say. Miza?
Okay.
And if you look closely, you will see that I have carved inserts in the gem because you once said that you acquired various tiers to best use your spells, and off of your description, I have provided these, but the stories behind them, you will have to buy me quite a many drinks for the stories behind them, but I have been able to produce those emotions for you. So, use it wisely, and hopefully we all get out of this alive.
I pull out the alchemy jug. And
Mayonnaise?
I attempt to not produce mayo.
Roll me a d20.
Yep. That's 10 or less, so 11 or higher.
Yep.
Fuck, it's mayo.
So you made double the normal quantity of mayo.
Well, maybe another day.
Would Misa like a glass of mayo?
Would you like a glass of mayo?
Perhaps a day in the spa would be better.
I will get you alcohol.
The alcohol is not needed as payment, but if you want the story behind any of these deals, then I will have to be quite imbibed.
I want to give you something. Oh.
Well, I do have this new sword.
I hand you a potion.
Alright. And you will see that Nisa tucks it into a separate belt pouch.
It's old and may not last as long as it should, but it is a potion of invisibility.
I can be quick.
I cured it with a few paintings that I was able to felch from a old forgotten house. To be honest, that's why we're here in Barovia, is originally that godforsaken house.
Well, it is
deserve so much more.
You only know the half of it. And what's your passive insight?
7. Oh, insight 11. Sorry, my investigation is 17.
All right. If you want, you can insight Misa on this.
Sure. It's not my best skill.
You see her look at the ruby.
Chat back and forth while she's playing games.
Mm-hmm. You see her look at the ruby, and she can't take her eyes off of it for a while, and you see her kind of give a very sad smile as she finally manages to look away from it. And she says, well,
if I can find a replacement for my components, you can have it back.
It is not the matter of the gem, but I appreciate it. We will talk later.
That hurt.
For now, I am emaciated from that ghost, and I have labored long. So, good night, Alexander. And she will turn to make her way up the stairs.
Did not even give her a hug. I'm disappointed in you.
Alexander doesn't touch people very much.
I'm very disappointed.
Gotta warm up to that hug.
Alrighty, so Misa's going to lie down after a very generous gift. Alexander, is there anything you'd like to do before you rest?
Kind of pour over this ruby. Examine it for any history.
Misander.
Is there any markings on it other than
you have proficiency in jewel crafter's tools, right?
Yeah.
What stat did we say jewel crafter was? Was that int?
I have a +5, so I think it's charisma.
You can give me a jewel crafting tool plus jewel crafting check plus proficiency to see what you could find. This ruby is absolutely perfect and flawless. You find nothing, and you are very confident in that.
Maybe I should give her my acorn.
Looking for that hug?
Callie, I have some money that I can help you with your acorn, but it's not enough.
We can wait. We can wait. We can wait. You bask in the glow that is your ruby.
Okay. That's what it came up with when I put it in my inventory, but just staring at it.
Misa has given you the one treasure she was able to salvage from her previous life. The only thing she ever carried with her in this life.
Don't make me cry.
I'm crying. Alexander isn't. I don't deserve this.
With a jewel crafter's check of 23, you start to see, even in the gem itself, it has no inherent flaws, and it refracts light in a spiral pattern out from the center, and you start to notice an intentional and repeating pattern. And it strikes you as odd that someone who would be normally looking at this gem wouldn't be able to tell, but you've crafted enough in your life to know that there's something very odd about how this gem was faceted and cut.
Alexander, you can tell that Miza has given you a priceless treasure.
I am going to, on my sheet of parchment and ink that I have, start to write up a contract. For the rest of the time I have tonight. I know I won't finish tonight, but I'm going to start it. Then I will go to bed as late as I could. I was still receiving a long rest.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody else who has anything they'd like to do before they rest? Alrighty. So, as you sleep, Ro, you are greeted by a vision in your dreams. Your goddess, the Morrigan, has sent an effigy of herself. You would know this because obviously she's your goddess. You know her shit. You see a vision of you sort of awaken in your dreams in this black abyssal void, and you see the image of a crow perch itself on your shoulder. It speaks to you and says, no, I can't do an Irish accent, but I'm gonna try. It speaks to you and says, Rohanna, my dear, you have had an interesting path, haven't you? Haven't you?
Mildly. Putting it very mildly. I've served you faithfully, though.
That you have. I've seen the way you fight, Rohanna. It makes me wonder. It does not seem so much that you are interested in the more martial abilities that I offer. You may know this, you may not know this about me. I have two sides. I am both a goddess of war and a goddess of death. I have seen you following more the path of death here lately, and I wanted to see if you were interested in aligning yourself more with the other side of my abilities, into the side of death.
I think with the path we are facing, I think that would be most useful. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for still keeping me under your wing and guiding me in this.
You have always been a valuable servant, Rohanna. I will tell you this, though, my love. Don't touch the fucking furniture. Just as a general rule. It doesn't work out for you.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Are you okay?
I just sprayed fucking Pepsi on my nose. Oh, thank you, Morgan. I appreciate you as always. And yes, I will stay away from furniture as much as I am able.
Good. Glad to hear it. Can't have you being taken out by a fucking broom now, can we?
One time.
As she
One
says
broom.
this, as she says this, the Morgan, in her crow-like form, you see her come to you, and she pecks at your chest, and she pulls out something from you. She pulls out a glowing orb that vaguely resembles your book flail, and takes it and swallows it.
You no longer have the flail.
As she does this, she flies off your shoulder to the ground and pulls up something. It looks like a small bone, a small finger bone. And she takes this and she inserts it into the place where the book flail once was. And she says, "It is done, Ro. We'll see you in the morning." And you immediately the vision fades and you snap to and you are awake.
Snap back to reality.
I'm just kind of sitting bolt upright on my bed, looking around, trying to see if anyone else is awake, figure out what's going on.
Let's had a big old snort.
So, Ro, you do still have the book flail, but it has lost its magical qualities. It is just a flail. It is no longer a +1 weapon.
I knew it was coming, guys.
Well, she couldn't use it anyways, as it. She lost her martial weapon proficiency, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Getting rid of War Cleric.
Oof.
Interesting.
So, Ro is no longer a War Cleric.
Good, you sucked at it. No, I'm
Mooney.
I'm
Wow.
kidding.
Holy
I'm sorry.
shit!
It's not serious.
No wonder we lost somebody.
Right? I'm the mean one, apparently.
Uh-oh, does this mean that Ro is a little bit tame?
You guys don't know what happened yet.
I was gonna say, hey,
Uh-oh.
Alexander's fiance, smack him in the head.
He's asleep.
Everybody but Ro is still asleep
None
at
of y'all
this
know
very
what
moment.
happened.
Ro was sort of snapped awake by a very jarring dream that nobody else experienced, and it is very early still, like 4 or 5 a.m.
Well, this was eventful.
Told you guys I had something up my sleeve that I was asking Boone.
I don't mean it, bro. I am sorry.
Okay, so I need to add a chain. I'll just add a flail.
It can still be a book for flavor. It's just not a +1 weapon.
Yeah, well, the chained book flail in D&D Beyond is +1, and I don't have a way to edit it, so.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
She used the magic of the flail to exchange your abilities to the side of death.
That's scarier, I'll be honest.
Neat, I think.
It's not you're not grave, it's just straight up death, right?
No, grave.
Oh, you are grave.
Mm-hmm.
There's both. I'm
I
sorry.
know. No, it could have gone either way, but after looking at it, I decided grave would be more in tune with the way the Morgan would go. With her chaos and all the aspects of her.
Well, Boone, I'm sorry for your loss. You no longer get to crit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yep.
Within 30 feet that she can see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nanny.
All right,
She
so you
has
guys.
a channel divinity that lets her just say no to a DM crit.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Technically anyone's crit, so she can be like, no, Oscar, you're not allowed to crit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why you would ever do that, but yeah.
You guys aren't even realizing the most special part of this. This is my new ability.
Yeah. That's a strong one too.
Brave clerics, man.
Yep. All right, you guys can all complete your long rest. By the way.
I'm still trying to get the fucking Pepsi off of everything.
All right, let's take 5 real quick. I have to pee.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna throw up.
How about those apples, Alexander?
I called Osca out in his Twitch chat and called him a German Shepherd. Because he was sitting there going,
I do it without thinking.
German Shepherd.
It's fucking adorable.
It is.
I'm gonna go get some water. Being called a
Miza,
dog.
Miza.
And I'm the mean one.
Miza.
You don't know the half of the story behind that, Ruby.
Not yet. I'm gonna.
Are you though?
I want to.
I feel like my character sheet didn't update correctly.
You're back.
Yeah, I'll use the restroom too.
Okay, I think everything's
Oh,
right.
that's cute.
You know what really sucks though? I don't have fucking armor. Oh, no one's here.
I'm
You
here.
have? Don't you have armor's proficiency still?
I've got heavy armor.
Let's see. I mean,
I
armor
need to
is something
switch
that.
to
Brave
medium.
clerics don't have heavy armor proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Well, armor is something that you would be able to fairly easily find. Like, you know, I think even in Krezik, I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure there's somebody you could buy like some basic armor from if you have the gold.
I have the gold.
I think there is. That I'm not gonna make that like a stumbling point. That's bullshit. That's not fun.
Yeah, because I've got huge disadvantages right now because I'm still wearing my heavy.
I mean, we can say the Morrigan swapped your armor into one appropriate for your class. What is it, leather armor?
Any medium armor.
We'll say she morphed your chain or whatever you're wearing into leather. She's your fucking patron when offering an opportunity is not gonna fuck you over. You're a cleric. You're actually straight up serving her. It's not like a.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a malicious relationship.
So she would have changed it to scale from chain. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's roughly the same AC, so I think that would be a fair trade. That would be the thing.
What's the point of having a patron if you can't even beat a broom?
That had nothing to do with her patron. That was just personality flaws right there of Ro.
Personality flaw.
I mean, that's literally a thing when you're building your character, is selecting a personality flaw. Ro's personality flaw is I have to touch every piece of furniture I see.
Tonight has turned on to pick on Ro night.
I mean, it's not really picking on. It's just kind of a fact.
Just pointing out the obvious.
Right back, you assholes.
Man, all I've eaten today is like some super heavy food. I need a salad.
It's funny because I was trying to figure out what to have for breakfast / brunch earlier today, and I was like, man, I don't know what to get, and I finally decided on like there's this place that a friend took me to like 3 or 4 months ago that basically has like chicken and biscuits, and it's really fucking good. And I sent a picture of that to Alaric at some point, but it was delicious. And today I was like, you know what, that sounds delicious. I'll go get that again.
Oh my god, that picture, it was food porn.
Yeah,
That sounds
and
yummy.
it was delicious. But then I was like, changing. I was about to go out, and I look at the mirror, and I'm like, I should get a salad instead. But I'm just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna starve.
Yeah, today we went grocery shopping and decided to splurge a little bit. For lunch, we made 2 steaks, but they were like Wagyu beef steaks.
Ooh, yum.
It was a half pound of meat that was like $20. It was kind of ridiculous.
That can't be Wagyu if it was only $20.
Well, it's not like imported. It was American source, like Wagyu style beef. It was
okay, so not with the stamp of approval that was,
right. Made in the same way, but
well, America is trying to breed cattle that will produce the same quality of beef, so I can't really say that you got something as authentic, but
no, it was
the
delicious.
steaks are getting better.
Yeah, it was delicious. I was trying to cook it medium because it was a ribeye, and you like those a little bit more medium, so the fat has a chance to melt rather than rare. But they were a little bit thin, and I think I cooked them too long, so they turned out well done. But they were still so tender and juicy, even at well done.
That sounds so good.
And I mean, that beef was $35.99 a pound, so it better be fucking good.
Is it weird that made me want sushi for some reason?
Thinking about the Asian.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that, and then they were sampling this thing at HEB that they started doing in their like ready-to-go foods. It's a choriqueso, and we sampled it. It was so good.
Choriqueso?
Yes. Oh my God, so good. And then we ate that for our after-lunch snack, and so all sorts of just crazy heavy food today.
Talk dirty to me.
I know, right?
that is a portmanteau of my dreams. Choriqueso, are you kidding me?
And it was
I make
it was the
sushi
chorizo.
all the time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never actually. No, I. That's a lie. I've made it once, but it's not something I frequently make.
I just posted
I
my
make it
dinner in the
all the time.
I made creamy pesto chicken from scratch for dinner over pasta.
Nice.
My kids were those kids in school that got embarrassed because mom made them bento boxes all the time.
Oh my God, that's adorable.
Yeah, like cutting out the cheese, the whole like everything, egg, presses, everything. My daughter's like, I miss when you used to make my lunch. I was like, you hated it when I made your lunch. Shut up.
Bento boxes are awesome. I guess when you're a kid though and you eat food that's different from what everybody else is eating, it makes you feel weird.
Mm.
I guess so. I don't know. Like, she grew up in Hawaii, so it's not like it was that different.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're around a lot of people who are familiar with that variety of food.
Yeah. She wanted the Uncrustables like the rest of the white people.
I'm glad she grew up to know better.
I mean,
she did. She's a total foodie now.
To be fair,
Uncrustable, there's nothing wrong with it.
I was about to say, I was like, to be fair, I kind of want an Uncrustable now.
Shit, I'm almost 30 and I still take those for lunch, so.
I love the honey and peanut butter ones. Those are my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Sounds delicious. I haven't had one of those
really
in a long time.
I like the jelly ones, but only if they're cold. I have flashbacks from like the 5th grade of when they had some of the jelly ones that reached like the 90-degree temperature of the outside, and it was very, very sad.
That's not okay.
I take them from the freezer, pop them in the microwave for 7 seconds, and they're like half molten, half frozen, and it's honestly delicious. It's like a hot fudge sundae inside of bread.
Such an oddly specific length of time.
It's the time I've determined is optimal for that particular thing.
You could put it on defrost.
No, the half molten, half frozen is like perfect. It's like you're eating an ice cream peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I still had that.
There must have been a lot of trial and error there.
No comment. I'm not gonna tell you how much time I spent just like high
perfecting
as fuck, figuring that out. Like
poor Alexander comes back and probably has no idea what we're talking about, so he just straight tunes us out.
He's like, mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I've not heard a single word he said as I heard my name.
Okay, so are we back? Should I take the break screen off?
Oh, sure.
I've been back, so everybody's heard our banter.
Oh, it's
by
all in
everybody,
the recording
I mean
too.
and by everybody I mean like my friend Anthony.
Oh, hi Anthony. Thanks for watching.
He was just telling me that he's looking forward to doing D&D, and another friend of mine has really wanted to do Curse of Strahd, so they're going to be doing their own campaign pretty soon.
Oh,
What are you
cool.
doing watching
That's
this?
cool.
Spoilers.
I know, right?
Spoiler, sweetie.
Have they gotten there yet? Have they gotten there yet?
Oh my god, not yet. And I'm trying so hard not to listen because I'm like, ooh, River.
River.
My goddaughter's name is River.
What a
Guess why?
fantastic character.
It
Absolutely.
So many loops. Her character arc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
It was. I'm looking forward to whoever the new showrunner is, because I love what's her face as a doctor, but it was just not written all that great.
I will give her this, that she has
Didn't
done
Moffat leave?
exceedingly
Yeah.
well with the quality of material given to her. I love her as an actress, and I think she's done really well with shitty writing.
Whitaker's amazing. But yeah.
All right, everybody ready?
Yep.
Ready.
All right,
Yes.
so Ro has woken up. It is up to her whether she stays awake or she tries to fall back asleep.
I'm gonna say fuck it and flop back in bed until everyone else starts waking up.
Alright, so Ro's gonna fall back asleep. Ro is able to fall back asleep somewhat, but she's sort of plagued with these weird dreams.
Also, I will say the tips of her horns that were always kind of bright, almost bright red, are now slightly green, like a very dark, deep green. That she won't notice that right away, but one of y'all, hopefully.
You have horns?
Fucking oblivious. Got big ass horns wrapped around.
But, so everybody else wakes up.
All right.
That
Shall
was
we?
Fucking weird. Sit up and kind of realize, wait, that's not my armor.
You were sleeping with your armor on?
Don't you?
No.
You really, really shouldn't, because you get a point of exhaustion if you do.
I don't think it's exhaustion, is it?
You're doing
If
great.
you sleep in your armor, yeah.
I thought it was only hit dice that you didn't get back.
I swear it was a point of exhaustion, but either way, not
she'll
getting your
sit
hit
up
dice back sucks ass.
and try
No,
to
you
grab her
weirdo.
armor off the floor and something's
attacks.
not right.
Ha! It's not furniture.
It's sentient armor and says, "Don't touch the furniture."
You weren't even here when I had all the issues with the furniture. I've been very good about furniture since you joined.
Furniture doesn't like me either. I got attacked by a mimic.
You nearly blew us up with a wagon, which, while it wasn't furniture, it was still an inanimate object.
Either way, Rose kind of sitting there looking at her armor going, that's not what I put down last night. Does Osca
Okay, so-
notice anything different about it?
I'm still rubbing the sand from my eyes.
Fucking
I don't think
oblivious.
Alexander's woken up yet. He was the last to bed.
Ro, you would recall your dream that you had.
Yeah, I'm just still kind of trying to piece together that it's real. And then, I'm picking up what I expect to be chainmail to pull back on, and it's plate. And I'm like, or scale, and I'm like,
Because of my perception abilities, I'm like, where'd you get the new armor?
yeah, not losing my mind.
That went a different way.
Rosca.
What's up with that?
Accurate. I don't know the armor came from. Weird dreams last night. I thought they were just dreams, but apparently. And as she's doing this, she probably noticed that horns don't look right either. And whatever.
Hot pocket.
Hot pockets.
No, I'm jealous.
Getting my armor back on. Okay. That's different.
All right.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
At least it fits.
When are we leaving? I call out to everybody.
I'll wander downstairs behind him and
Hold your damn horses.
think we're the first
That's
ones
a-
up here. Us and early bird druid over here.
I mean, I'm a light sleeper.
The sooner we leave, the better. Is all I'm saying.
Where are we going?
Why? What's the rush?
Let's take advantage of the daylight. We have some ways to travel apparently, and some shit to do.
You do
Use
have
travel.
some ways to travel. Alexander has figured out.
I did.
I was like,
You don't
Did he?
remember what you found last night?
The book?
Oh, well, we don't need to do that. I'll do that later. I will bring it up though. Probably the last one downstairs.
Alexander didn't get to sleep till late.
He owes Misa a hug. I'm just saying.
Can the spore druid use their spores to like kind of push people? I can't remember.
They can. I mean, they can do different things. They can turn into stuff. If it's usually just an attack. Like, if it gets too close, the spores can lash out. And
I wasn't
But
sure
I-
if you could use them to push.
not yet. Not high enough yet, I don't think.
Okay.
If that's possible. But she
I
does have
couldn't
light
remember.
bear, so she could just flash light in his face. It's a cantrip, not costing me anything.
Misa looks like she didn't sleep very well, and is just packing. Well, we have found a sword and a traveling companion, and we have done well. So,
I think it is time we leave Kresik. Like,
please.
One last visit to where Richten's tower
Van Richten.
is, and then head on to the next town. All in agreement?
Yeah.
I'll book.
Esmeralda looks around and says, "You all look like you slept terribly.
I slept great.
I had a nice conversation with my deity.
Oh, how'd that go?
Kind of hold up the flail. It's not magic anymore.
You lost a magic item?
I lost an entire magic class.
Misa looks her over and says, "Well, at least you did not lose a breast size."
As kind of looks over,
Priorities.
gives a thumbs up. Yes, the important things. Am I right?
HR.
Priorities.
Had a very nice conversation
You
with
have
the Morrigan
them.
last night. We decided war is not the best path for me to be on right now.
What does that mean?
More lethal.
Well, we already knew that you didn't heal, so I guess that works.
Shots fired.
I told you
Rear.
it's to attack Row Night tonight.
Fired.
We have had some saves from her healing. Misa looks around a
I
little.
have been saved
sketchy.
a couple times, I will admit.
We'll see when the next time I lay on hands of you is.
Well, Well, if we're talking about laying on hands.
Oh.
Oscar, you feel a hand on your back.
Ah!
Oh.
You don't see a hand, but you just feel one on your back.
Alexander, so help me. Is that your hand?
My hands are here. I don't know what
your
you're talking about.
mage hand.
I
You
don't.
know what I'm talking about.
Bennett smacks his ass. I don't know what you mean.
Right in the asshole.
Ow.
And you wanted to call HR on me.
One sexual harassment, please.
Everyone gets a sexual harassment. That's how this group works.
I thought we were laying on hands, Oscar. I guess I got the wrong message.
No. Not that way. Not that way.
I found a portal last night.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Yes, Alexander.
That should have been led with. Not my...
To a
By
spa
the
day.
way,
I will look Ro in the eyes and look at her and say, to a spa day.
that sounds really, really convenient.
Yeah, that's why we didn't go in it last night.
I kind of shrug and I'm like,
Wait, how did you find this portal?
You know that book we found by the tree with the mirror and everything that makes me, well, not makes me, but recommends tips to look healthier.
The really pretentious book? Yeah, I remember.
Pretentious is a strong word.
It's a correct word, too.
Just because you don't take care of yourself, Oscar.
Excuse you!
It's wrong.
As I said, no need for such things, but the book opened a portal?
Well, either it did or I did.
Sounds
Yes.
dangerous considering some of the books we've dealt with already.
Yeah,
yeah.
Have we not dealt with enough books that have portals already? We should probably just take this one to Candlekeep before we die in it.
Well, yes, but I feel like some of us deserve
Spa day.
a relaxing day. And if there needs to be help, I mean, we do have problems here. Strahd is a problem, and
how are we going to know that we're able to get back from wherever this is?
That's the problem that I've been struggling with all night.
And where is it going to take us? And okay, you know what?
It takes us to
that's
a room with a man that welcomed me.
Sounds promising.
I mean, Lisa's paying attention.
I don't know about I'm magical items mistrust. Just overall mistrust of it.
Not all of them are bad.
Not saying that. I'm just saying mistrust.
Well, you can't gain trust if you don't use them.
It's something we can explore at some point, I believe.
Let's just go to the tower before we get ourselves...
I mean,
another...
we could definitely, some more than others, looks at Ro, could use a spa day.
We could all use a spa day. There's never a point at which you could not use the spa day.
They do haircuts, apparently, so I feel like some of you probably need them. I don't have hair, but they do haircuts.
Are you sure you didn't have hair when you stepped through the portal?
We could just...
What the fuck look on
What's wrong with... Identity crisis.
I mean, it's a valid question.
Okay. Another issue is if this portal spits us back out.
Where is it going to spit us out?
Yeah, because this tower ain't going to be here forever.
Well, it spit me back out where I went in, so I assume that.
What does assuming do? You know this lesson.
I hypothesized that.
Much better word.
Let's just...
Look, let's put a pin on that for now. We've got some traveling to do.
It up to the group. That's all my intentions were.
So we found a portal in a book. I apparently made another pact with my god.
You're a warlock? No, you made pacts.
I serve my god in a different way.
Came to a
On
different
her
agreement.
knees.
I was gonna say that.
My
I
god's
do
a
not
woman.
I do not judge on any
Doesn't
way
matter.
that you want to play.
Gods are nothing but trouble, but alright.
Coming from the paladin who is supposed to be holy, but decided to say no, fuck that.
Well,
Warp.
paladins, clerics, we pin Susies.
Two sides of the same coin.
A paladin of ideals rather than a paladin of the holy.
Hyori Ite. Yeah.
Pretty sure the magic still comes from a deity, though.
A deity likes them and what they do and decides to say, hey, you do the things I like. So
Hey,
here's the juice.
if a deity wants to reach out and not be a pain in my ass, by all means.
You should talk to the Morgan. She's very friendly.
She gave you leather armor.
Scale mail.
Thought it was leather.
Scale. Scale is the step down from chain.
Faerun gods are quite odd, I would admit. I will have to admit.
Alrighty, so what is it that you guys would like to do?
Off to Leonardton's tower?
Yeah, let's go ahead and head towards the other village and see if we can get some spell components for Alexander. And maybe we can try to priority D, E, and F could be making some money so that we can go ahead and get a gilded acorn for Callie.
Well, I must.
We have enough.
We need money.
Well, Callie wants a gilded acorn.
I mean,
She needs it as a spell component or summoning component, I believe.
Oh, well,
Well, have you been holding out on us or what?
sort of. I was going to bring this up later, but it was something that I blocked from my memory, and let us just say that you do not want to know what came of all of that. But
Did you obtain this in untoward way? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't want to know because I just don't want to know.
Obtain
Wise
what?
man.
What? Huh?
Let's just put a pin on that as well before I end up having to. Let's just go in the wagon. Let's go find Geom.
A wagon.
Alright, so on the way, you will see Miza start just pulling out like trinkets, and he's like, "How in the world does he fit those in there?" But pulling out the candelabras and well,
Where the hell?
so don't ask where, but I have these.
I'm not going to ask.
They are worth quite a lot. We will have to find a way to sell them, but this would be enough.
I don't think there's any money to be made in this particular town. So what? Why don't we just?
No.
Could you just
Move
milk
on.
it for what she needs?
Do you have the skills for that?
It is more complicated than this. You said, Callie, that it requires 200 gold worth of gold?
Well, it has to be worth 200. It has to be a gilded acorn worth 200 GP.
So, these candelabras that I have, they are worth what they are worth because they are finely crafted works of basically craftsmanship and art. So, simply melting them down would significantly reduce their worth because the craft is worth more than the metal used to make them. So it could possibly be done, but we would be far better off trying to sell them so that we can get gold pieces that we can then melt down.
Yes. Let's do that.
Could be wrong. And correct me if I am. nearly enough money to melt down for Callie's acorn. Wouldn't we all have enough to chip in for that, Oscar, Ro?
We can pull in. Yeah, I think it benefits the entire party.
I say let's go to Von Richten's tower and not discuss this in quite such a poor town, and see what we can do then.
Let's move for now. Let's go ahead and head over to Van Richten's.
Think on it when we take a short rest later.
Yeah. So, shall we?
This was the tower, yes?
That was Van Richten's tower, yes.
I can't hear you, I unplugged my headset.
As I pull up my map to show you.
Are we intending to fight Van Richten?
No.
That wasn't exactly in the plans, but it's also not exactly... Ez? What... How are you in terms of Van Richten? Like...
Stab him in the face. With a spoon.
That's for Ez.
That's what, yeah.
Oh, sorry, what? I was spaced out. I was like trying to read ahead of you guys, and I didn't hear you ask me a question.
I was asking if how Ez would feel about Van Richten. How Ez currently feels about Van Richten.
Why are we going to Van Richten's tower again?
We're trying to be thorough.
It's on the way.
And one of our previous party members had their body buried there because they got blown up. We found the corpse moved when we had already buried them, so we're trying to investigate that too. Let me know when everybody's ready, by the way.
I'm good.
And Ez's answer to your question would be, well, I do not hold a particular fondness of him recently, as you know. Whatever happens, happens.
All right.
Okay.
No holding back.
Wonderful. Shall we then?
I'm ready. My tower.
I'm moving already.
Before we left town, I probably would have knocked on the neighbor's door and said, "It'll be gone in about 18 hours."
Less. We were there more than 6 hours.
That's true.
Be
It'll be gone in about 12 hours.
As you leave, you kind of, looking back, see the people of the town, like, storming the tower, trying to loot it.
Good luck.
If your tower lasts longer than 24 hours, considering consulting your cleric.
Everything they take out of it disappears when it leaves the tower.
Dick move.
You see someone with a twin-sized bed over their head going...
they're like, aww.
That's the best.
Alrighty. Well, let me refine my tabs because I had a bunch pulled up because I was not sure exactly where it was going tonight. Give me one sec here.
It's fair. It's an RP heavy session, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had a lot of things that were building up.
I'm stopping there because I know that reason.
Yep.
Are we almost done?
I'm helping.
You're not almost done, but... Or, like, you mean with the whole session?
Yeah.
No.
It's only 10
Okay,
hours.
We usually go for, like, what, another hour or so? What?
Oh, it rolled that publicly? Okay, cool. You get 2d4 needle blights.
Oh!
normally it doesn't roll that publicly. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Slash roll 2d4. We'll just do that publicly. You get 4 needle blights.
Oh no.
Bum,
Oh no.
bum, 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 bum.
I don't remember what needle blight is.
Go to the battle map.
They're not bad.
Oh.
Okay. No, I don't want to turn on Fog of War in this one. Delete. We don't have Davey in here. Delete him.
We need Callie and.
I'm not in there.
Pull yourself out.
She's gonna be tiny.
It's gonna be tiny.
Yeah.
I keep meaning to like figure that out, but I always just don't do it.
I think it's because
love
you made her token on a differently scaled map.
Yeah.
It's okay. I love it. I
I
come
wanna-
out as a tiny person and I grow right before your eyes like a mushroom. Poof, there I am.
All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman.
Giant woman.
Alrighty. So that'll be initiative.
Easy.
Get rid of the shadow. Pull up the needle blight stat block.
What is it with my initiative rolls?
Mine haven't been great the past couple initiatives, Oscar.
Oh.
Like, why? Wheaton?
As a point of note, if you haven't watched the video on the Will Wheaton Dice Curse, it is well worth it.
It is really funny, yeah.
From Crit Roll.
Yep.
Mhm.
Season 1?
I don't know. It's a chopped off like 20 or 30-minute video
It's Season 1. He hasn't been in
describing
Season 2.
Will Wheaton.
It's crazy.
Everybody in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna put everybody a little bit kind of boop. Alexander will be behind. Group's gonna be here-ish. Needle blights are gonna be here-ish. And Misa, you're up.
Yeah. Misa's going to take the dodge action and end her turn.
Okay. Ez is up. What will she do?
They can come to us.
Okay. Okay, so Ez is going to Alright, I need to create a real character sheet for her because using the NPC like page is weird.
It's easy.
I don't like it as much. I prefer a character sheet.
She doesn't have character abilities, though.
I mean, they could be made. But, okay, so what Ez is going to do, she is going to kind of tap her sword onto the ground and snap her fingers as she casts Lightning Bolt at these needle blights. She will not be able to hit all 4 of them, but she can hit this one. Whoops. She can hit the bottom 3, basically. And they all need to give me a dex save. This roll is 1. Did they save? Nope, they fail. Alright, so Ez does 30 damage with her lightning bolt, and these 3 needle blights dead.
Damn.
So much for combat.
Why even bother? I should have just run him over with my wagon.
Alright, Ro, you're up.
Okay, so much for knowing distances. So, Ro is gonna move right up here to the extent of her 30 feet. God damn it, where was that at? I hate this map because of how plain it is. Sorry, I'm trying to do this shit with no way markers on the map. And then she is going to cast Sacred Flame on the remaining Needle Blight.
Alright, dex save. Needle Blight will roll and succeed with a 21.
Okay. I think it's all or not.
Yep, saber suck.
Yep.
Alrighty, Callie, you're up.
So I'm just gonna reach down and grab 3 little stones, 3 little pebbles, and I'm going to cast a magic stone on them.
Okay, so you've got 3 magic stones now. Does that take your action, or can you throw one of them on the same turn?
No, getting them is an action and casting it is a bonus action.
Gotcha, okay.
You mean picking them up?
Yes, getting them.
I mean, yeah, you could find in most places probably 3 little loose pebbles somewhere.
Should carry more on you.
Hey, I mean, depending, you might not always be able to, but you would be able to find them here. Alrighty, Alexander, you're up.
Magic missile. There's only one left.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably dead, but roll me some damage. It is not dead.
11.
Right, you see these magical shards of glass tear into it, and it looks pretty torn up, but it's still standing. Anything else?
Nope.
Are the needle blights not showing up in the initiative tracker? They're not.
Sorry, ignore that.
Womp.
Oh well. Osca, take your turn, and then the needle blight. Remaining needle blight will go after if it's still alive.
Move next to row. Move next to row, end my turn.
Okay. Remaining needle blight will come up.
Halfway
30
through.
feet.
Yep.
Right, and it will extend its hand and spray needles. Think like Togemon at you. And...
Chika chika bang bang.
Oh yeah, the Japanese version.
Mm-hmm.
Chika chika bang bang. Alright, 13 to hit.
I'm
Row.
14!
Woo!
Woohoo!
You're increasing a lot.
Only 2.
10%.
I lost 2 AC points.
Sorry,
Row is missed by the chicka chicka bang bang. And that'll be Misa's. Yeah, Misa, you're up.
So this is alright. So movement, bonus action, dash, and I'm going to hit it with the new sword.
Goodbye.
I mean, roll to hit. Hopefully it hits. It's a +2, but it's possible to miss.
26.
Ooh, just hits.
Oh, good. I was worried. Max damage for 14 radiant.
As you slice into... Was that including the extra damage from hitting an undead, or...?
Is it undead?
It's not undead. Can it really hit 14 without hitting an undead?
Yeah, I have a +6, and then it's a D8, so max damage is...
Oh,
no.
yes. Was it
Yeah.
sneak attack?
Oh, I didn't do sneak attack. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't think it needs it.
No, but you can do it for fun.
For shits and giggles.
Then in that case, it is 18.
Alright. This needle blight is just sort of showered in a spray of true sunlight. You've seen light in Barovia before, but you haven't seen proper sunlight. It always seems obscured or clouded in some way. And suddenly you see this almost blinding flash of light, and after your vision kind of comes back and the light fades, you don't see anything in front of you at all any longer. And that's initiative.
We might Brandishing this might be a bad thing.
Are we alerting people that we're here? Because it's true sunlight?
I'm worried if it gets seen by one of Strahd's followers, he's gonna find out, and then we got another shit list that we're on.
Well, we're already on the list.
I do not think anything will top Irina.
I guess that's true.
You've already spit in his Cheerios like so hard.
Fuck your Cheerios, Strahd.
All right, so
just
back.
Concern.
You may do what you like.
While we're still here, can we check Geom's grave to see that it's still there?
Yeah.
It should be right here. This is usually the spot that we.
It was.
You don't see a grave there.
Is there a hole?
There's nothing. The earth is undisturbed.
What
the fuck?
Huh?
It was a day. It was yesterday.
The earth is totally undisturbed. If you'd like to check further, you can. But from what you see, the earth is entirely undisturbed.
Alexander, can you do the dirt move thingy?
I can. Now you want me to, huh?
Yes, now I'm worried though.
Hold on.
You want me
now I'm worried
I'm
though.
putting holes everywhere, looking for this body.
Now I'm worried.
Ben?
I'm just waiting for you to tell me what you're doing.
I'm using mold earth and digging holes with it.
Okay.
5-foot cubic holes.
So you dig up the spot that you think is Geom's grave. You don't see anything.
Gold, anything?
I swear this is where we buried him, is it not?
Okay.
Tell me, this is where, no?
Who's fucking with us? Which one of you is fucking with us?
No, I don't think it's anybody here. We've all been together.
I don't do magic.
This is concerning.
I don't do magic. You don't need magic to move a body.
We should.
We need to get to Von Richten's tower.
It could be. It could be magical. It could have been an illusion. It could have been. I don't know.
We touched it.
Well, I mean.
I talked to it. I revived it.
It did not look disturbed. I mean, I have buried very many people.
That's concerning.
That's a conversation for later.
But anyway, the point is that you get paid for it. It's fine. Calm down.
Look.
Anyway, point being is that there was no grave. There is no body. The earth was as if we had never been here. So I am not one much for having a keen mind, so you say, but it was here.
We move on. We have to move on. Let's check the original grave right next to Van Richten's tower.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let us go.
Moving on.
And we don't see any signs of people there, right? Like we didn't see any footprints or anything.
You could give me a nature check to see if you found any disturbances in the pathway, any footprints, anything like that.
I could do that.
Callie has proficiency in nature, doesn't? Oh, wow. Natural 20.
Callie, if you'd also like to give a nature check as well to help, you certainly can.
So do I.
That's horrible. My rolls are horrible. I need my real dice. Where's my click-clack math rock? This is bullshit.
Click-clack math rocks.
Math
Ro, Callie, looking through here, you are pretty sure you don't see any footprints, any disturbances in the trail, nothing.
Mine are rainbow.
Okay. Oh, we're all showing off our dice, huh? Well, fuck you guys. I don't have any.
What?
You will.
Mine are rainbow. Mine have little pride flags in them.
I want those.
For some reason, my dice are sticky to the touch, though.
I wonder.
I mean, separate your activities, Ro. Come on.
Here's my set that I have on the table right now. Whoop.
I love
Wow,
These are pink metal dice.
I don't own any.
Give it
It's
time.
a D&D rite of passage. You'll get there.
Yeah, I know where to get them. I just
bought a set of dice on my date with my boyfriend last weekend. Okay.
Aww.
That's what I got. Shinies.
He's already using the B word.
I was gonna say, didn't you just meet him?
I'm spending the night with him tomorrow.
Aww.
Aw,
yeah,
yay.
that's sweet. Yeah.
No, we're checking outside the tower first.
Alright,
Well, I mean, the outside of the tower's in here too.
Right.
That
It was
big
scrolled
red
me
X.
all the way up to the top, so.
That big red X where Geom was.
Oh, hey, Jimothy.
Is the grave here?
Yeah.
I never heard from him again, by the way.
Really?
Never.
Holy crap!
Ghosted all of us.
I feel ghosted.
That's why I kicked him out of the Discord.
Such.
anyways.
Maybe
Who
it
was
is my
this?
fault.
I'll explain later.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, so you make it into Van Richten's tower. Callie, you'll want to drag yourself out, as will drag herself out as well.
Me and my tiny little self.
Oh yeah.
You can fit in
So
all the little
funny.
holes.
I'm sneaky.
Throw her
Just
on the
true
roof.
to life.
I'm
She's
a
still
mushroom.
smaller than. There she goes.
I don't understand how when you resize tokens, they don't snap to the next size bigger. Boone, I don't get it.
I think I was holding Alt. Or I was holding Alt.
Shall we check Geom's grave really quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're checking Geom's grave.
How are you checking it?
What do you
Is
mean?
there-
How are we?
is it
Is
there?
it there?
How would
Yeah.
you know if it's there? Did you mark
We're,
it?
we're checking it with our eyes.
No, fuck that. I'm digging it up if I have to.
Yeah, well, that's what I was, I guess, wondering. Are you digging it up? Like, what are you doing to check for it?
Let's check and see if it's there to begin with. Like,
What did you guys leave any kind of a tombstone? I don't remember.
No.
I did,
Yeah,
but it
we
only
did.
lasts an hour.
oh, that's right.
I left a marker. It was a small. It was basically an inch-sized cat's eye marble.
Okay.
So, Misa, yes, you would notice that you see a small marble made of cat's eye over some earth that looks semi-fresh, but it's been a while since it was turned up.
Has it rained since we've been here yet?
No. It's better over here.
Probably not. I haven't seen any rain at least.
Weather effects are turned off right now.
The dome is not cooperating.
Well, I mean, Geom's grave is here inexplicably, even though we literally
saw his body.
But I also don't want to just dig him up.
I think we need to.
I already have that weight on my soul. If you want me to do it,
Let sleeping dogs lie.
I mean,
Oh, he's a dog now. I thought he was a satyr.
It's a figure of speech, Callie.
Oh, my bad.
I have my hand out to cast a spell.
Does anybody stop Alexander?
I'm not stopping him.
I want to know what happened.
You gonna animate him too?
We've talked to him once.
I mean, he's not going to know anything that happened after he died.
Yeah.
I'm not for
Mulder.
this. With the conversation I had with the Morgan last night, this does not feel right. But if you need to go ahead, I will be
I want to
inside.
know if we have a zombie situation on our hands.
Ooh, zombie.
So, you said you're casting Mold Earth?
Yeah, I'll just lift the earth up and move it to the side.
Alright, as you do, you look down into the grave and you find Geom's corpse, beginning to look a bit desiccated, dried out.
Is there gold on him?
You guys already looted the corpse.
No.
Visibly, is there gold on him?
We placed gold on him.
Yeah.
Not here. We
Oh,
placed
over
gold
his
on him at
eyes.
the other place.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do
Over
that here. We did that when he was by the river.
Gotcha. No, nothing.
How about the dirt bag?
That is concerning, and maybe something was fucking with us, honestly. Maybe something was fucking with us. Maybe it wasn't really Geom that we ran into
How
over
did
there.
it know? That's worse.
I don't know.
It wasn't a mushroom.
It wasn't a mushroom. Callie, thank you for lifting our spirits, but this is a serious problem.
I mean,
I was being
I have
serious.
never had a mushroom lie to me.
It could be a problem.
I've not ever spoken with a mushroom.
But it could also just be something. Look, man, I don't even know what to tell you.
Corpses are not supposed to move. Alexander doesn't like undead.
I mean, feel free to examine the body any way you'd like.
No.
No, it's buried again already.
I was gonna say I have a necromancy spell. What the hell?
I have a few of them.
Gentle repose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Keeps
It doesn't.
corpses from decaying.
You have that prepared?
Huh? No, I don't have it prepared.
I'm not casting that, but
Can you imagine?
I want to know if that would be useful. If I should. If you guys think I should use that to see if there's anything.
I don't think there's anything undead here. However, we can detect evil and good, which will be a little more all-encompassing.
Does the wagon look like it's been sifted through, moved, disturbed since we left?
Is there a monkey remains in the wagon?
Give me an investigation check for both of those things.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Now I roll well.
Yep. The wagon appears, as far as you can tell, undisturbed from the last time you came to it. And no, there are no charred monkey corpses.
It's still out there somewhere.
I don't think Van Richten's been back.
Is there a body without a head?
No.
Is the door? Sorry. Is the door to the tower open?
No, I shut it behind me when I walked in.
You walked in?
I told you I was going inside.
Oh, so you did the little dance.
You didn't say anything, you just opened the door?
Oh no. Bro, no!
Did we have to redo anything?
Bro, yes!
Yes. So, Ro, you walked in?
No, can I have stopped her?
We were dealing with the body, Oscar.
No!
No, I specifically said I was going to go inside before I went in, so Oscar would have had a chance to stop me.
Well, Oscar ended up investigating.
I absolutely would have I don't even know.
Crazy.
Would I have noticed a Ro trying to approach the door? Because we...
So, Oscar, what we'll do is we'll roll on it to see how it would work out. That's
okay.
Okay, so we'll roll 1d2 before you roll it. If you roll a 1, Ro just swings the door open. If you rolled a 2, you would go to stop her.
How do I do that?
/ roll 1d2.
Yay!
You would stop her.
Woo!
Ro! Stop, please. That door is booby trapped, remember?
Right. I didn't know we'd relocked it behind us.
It's magically locked.
Okay.
We have to do the dance.
Go for it, pretty boy, then.
I did it last time. You guys do it.
Is it the Hokey Pokey? I know that one.
Can we see the door?
Yeah, let me find the thingy thing.
Like a river.
Sorry.
The door. Where the fuck is that door? Van Richten's tower. I know I shared the door with you before, but
You did.
I don't see it on here.
That's been so long, I don't remember.
Ah, I found it. It's in our handouts.
Is it in there? I don't see it on my thing anymore.
Alright, Misa will attempt this dance.
I believe in you.
Alright.
Alright, Misa, give me a performance check.
She's in the zone.
Alright, and Osca would be kind of coaching you along, so have advantage on it, because Osca knows the dance.
Also, wouldn't S know it?
She had never been here.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, so with that 18, Misa, you replicate the dance with Osca's coaching. He's like, no. Move your hands like this. Like this. Vogue. And the door opens.
Oh, alright.
Too bad we don't have a bard to play music. Very disappointed right now.
You say this until you meet a half-orc in red clothes that had bagpipes, and he would not shut up for weeks. Ugh, it was for days. I am so glad he got eaten by sharks.
Wow. Shimshime.
I'm just kidding. He died because he got in a fight with four bullies.
Pull out a
at the
pen
same
knife.
time.
I will make it slow, Oscar.
Trying to kill me.
I'll make sure he succeeds.
No!
Oh. Uh-oh.
He crits me.
Not even a dagger, a pen knife.
Okay, so now we can walk in without triggering all the traps.
Well, you can walk in without triggering the trap at the entrance.
Thanks for that clarification, DM.
I mean, just to be specific, that was not...
All I remember is that apparently that suit of armor at the top was also booby-trapped.
There's a good chance.
You did inspect it enough to know. You just know it was magic.
Well,
No touchy.
You do not know the nature really of what it was, just that it was an enchanted suit of armor. I think you might have identified it, but... Or did you identify it, or was it just detect magic?
I think it was just detect.
I think I sat there and identified it too.
No, you didn't.
You have to touch it in order to identify it, so I don't think you did that.
No, because I think that's the reasoning why you didn't identify it, is because you had to touch it.
That's true.
I have detect traps now, boys. Do you want me to go upstairs and see if that is trapped?
What's the range of it?
Sight.
Well, sure, ask the boys if they care. My feelings are not important.
Well, they were the... They're the ones who were bitching about the armor last time. What do you think, Miza?
I would love it if you would find traps in here. It would be most helpful. I am good at disarming them if you know where they are. I'm good with this. Finding them? My eye for detail is only in the gyms.
120 feet. How tall is the tower?
Within line of sight.
You would be able to see what's on a floor, but not like the upper floors, unless you went up.
How many people does the elevator support? I forgot.
Good question. I forgot everything about this? Hold on.
Because Misa can actually disarm the traps and Ro can detect them. But I hate to send them by themselves. I mean, they can handle it, but
I'm looking to see really if there's any other traps that you need to be aware of. Give me a moment. Yes, with Ro's abilities, on this floor, on this first floor here looking in, you are detecting no traps.
Well, I haven't cast the spell yet.
Oh, have you not? Okay.
Well,
I thought you did.
I'm kind of wondering. Well, I was gonna ask because it says instantaneous. Would I be able to cast it once and then ride up the elevator and look at each floor?
Basically the spell, if it's instantaneous, once you cast it, you get a quick flash and a ping, and it's gone.
Okay, so I think I would wait to cast it until we got to the top floor then.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
yeah.
I can at least see if that armor is trapped.
I'm down.
okay, let us go.
I'll hop on the elevator with Misa.
And you guys go up to the top floor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me get there on my notes here.
I'll step off and then kick the elevator back down so they can come up if they want.
I'll jump on. Anybody else coming up here with me, or Callie, Alex,
Ez would definitely want to come up.
I'm okay. If you need me,
I think
You guys-
the four of us up here would be fine.
Yeah.
So, Osca and
Ez would be intrigued of finding her former master's hovel. Okay, so you have time. Anybody who wants to come up can come up to the 4th floor.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Find Traps and kind of look around the room and see if there's anything in here. Because I wasn't in here last time.
Okay. So, you cast Detect Traps, you look around, and you do not get the ping of a trap.
Armor is safe then, boys. And Miza.
is there any other traps or anything that may be around here?
Nothing on this floor. This floor is completely safe.
Why did we say we needed to come back here? I forgot.
The armor.
Why did you find Geome's body in particular?
Look around, see if there was anything more we might have missed. Missed a fucking spot right there.
Is that armor better than mine?
Let me see what kind of armor it
late,
would be.
isn't it?
Okay, so this armor is not. It is purely decorative. It is not something that could be equipped.
Can it be sold? Oh, right, it's on mine. I can't steal it.
Yeah, now who's Mr. Hypocrite?
Never mind, I'm leaving. Bye. Well,
You know the armor is magical, and you know there is, I guess it would be a conjuration magic aura is what we said around it. I believe we said conjuration.
I believe we just blew Alexander's mind.
I know what it is.
Okay.
What's it?
Care to share with the class?
Zach knows what it is.
Well, Alexander.
Oh, that's
probably
right,
knows
you're
too.
not
It's
here.
his school of magic.
I believe we said it was conjuration previously.
I
didn't
know,
we?
but it didn't click with me back then.
Yeah. Nothing we can do about it.
Alexander comes rushing him.
I mean, Alexander could have that eureka moment and recall.
Since Callie just came up, we can say Alexander came up the elevator with her.
They're like, oh my god, guys, what's taking so fucking long?
What are you doing, even?
Guys.
What?
Conjuration, the school of conjuration, falls into two categories.
English, please.
Oh god. The school summons things, which you are all familiar with.
Okay.
But something that you probably aren't. It also allows extraplanar and travel.
So what are you saying?
Are you up here with us?
Yeah.
I came up.
Okay.
Alexander had this for Eureka moment because I completely forgot about that other half of the school. It is possible that touching the armor takes you somewhere, and that is where he is.
Alright.
The shortest
it
distance
also
between 2
could
points is a straight
Summon
line,
something.
bro.
Are you telling me this is a portal disguised as a suit of armor?
I'm saying it could be.
Well, why don't you cast your little deity on it and find out?
Wait, so you're telling me that if we touch this armor, we'll be transported elsewhere?
It's a possibility. Or it summons something. I don't know. I'm just...
What if it touches an inanimate object?
It may have that effect. It could have stipulations that stop if certain things only work if certain things touch it.
As you are familiar with how Rickton worked to an extent, what do you think he would have done? Would he have made this dangerous, or would it possibly lead us to him?
Let me see if I... Let me think for a moment. Let me try to recall. Would Ez know if he... Yeah, Ez would remember. I do not believe Van Richten was a master of any variety of teleportation magic.
Alexander, does that answer questions or create more?
It does not answer any.
Well, if it is not transportation, then it would create something else.
The suit of armor could also be made from magic. Like it was created through the process of magic.
Alexander, give me an Arcana check on the suit of armor. Okay. Woo. Okay. Alexander, you, with your knowledge of conjuration magic, you're able to kind of look a little bit more deeply into the suit of armor and understand that this suit of armor is meant as a guardian.
Okay.
But it has a specific command word, which you do not know.
Identify could tell me.
But you'd have to touch it.
It would.
Does Identify give command words?
It does.
Okay.
How long would it take you to cast Identify on it?
10 minutes. 11 minutes.
I don't know if we can restrain it for 11 minutes. We don't know what its abilities are.
I could test with Zark the ability to see if it activates if something touches it. Living, at least.
I mean, if we're up here, we may as well just touch it then.
Well, I'm saying we could leave. Zerk could do his thing.
Rose sitting there in the back, kind of starting to fidget, like, I just want to touch it and get it over with, but I just made a promise.
I just kind of want to touch it too now.
I made a promise to my god. Reaffirmed
what does
a promise
this
to
button
her.
do?
Here's the thing. What does it benefit us if it does attack us.
Curiosity.
Okay, well. I, for one, understand the whole curiosity thing.
I would hope so.
Does.
You know what? Stand back.
Ro's gonna flatten herself against this wall, whichever wall's
Stand back.
From it over here.
Get as far as necessary, and
She's gonna reach down, grab the flail, decide that's not right, and grab her warhammer and just stand there, batter up bitches.
I'm doing the thing. I just reach out and I put my hand on the shoulder.
You reach out and you touch the suit of animated armor, or just armor, and it's not animated. It's.
I love Mitsu's look right now.
It's called to the touch. Doesn't do anything.
Yet.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Well,
There. See? Nothing happened.
We can touch it now.
And then it starts glowing and buzzing, and oh my god, you're good.
Alexander, it looks like it's safe for you to touch so you can identify it.
Yep.
Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Alright.
I'll just stand at the ready just in case it decides to take a whack at him.
Absolutely. Beat the shit out of it. I'll be leaving. Alright. I'll cast Identify.
And that triggers it.
I swear.
As you cast Identify, you die. Just kidding.
Rocks fall, everyone died.
Oops.
As you cast Identify, you are able to get the spell off. You feel a word echo in your brain. You hear a word. Kazan.
I'm just waiting for him to turn around. Hey guys, the word is, and then blurt it
Are
out.
there any spells affecting this item?
Just the magic that, just the conjuration magic that you've detected previously. There's not a specific spell written in, but
are there any spells affecting it right now?
no, nothing other than what allows it to be inherently magical.
Alright, I'm going to step behind the oven and say the word.
Wait a second. What are you gonna say? Don't say the word. Before we trigger whatever this is, why don't you go downstairs and ask Ez if whatever the trigger word is. I know, but go downstairs with Ez and ask her if the trigger word means anything to her before we trigger this.
I'll use prestidigitation and write the word on the floor. Don't say it. But does this mean anything to you, Ez?
You would say, would Ez know? Let me see. Give me one moment.
That's a good idea, Oscar.
Every so often I have a good one. Rarely, but
I like prestidigitation.
Ez would say, no, I do not believe so. That name for me does not ring any bells.
Okay. That's a nope, Oscar.
alright, well.
I'll say it.
What are you saying?
The word.
Which is?
I don't remember. He said it so fast.
Kazan.
Kazan? Was it Kazan?
Alright. As Osca and Alexander sort of simultaneously speak this word, you see the armor sort of spring up. Its eyes sort of glow red as if they are opening. And it looks at both of you, sort of confused, and says, yes, masters?
Neat.
Don't look at me. I'm not the one who woke him up. This is your problem.
Step up to it. So you can talk.
looks at you and says, "Yes, master. What can I do for you?"
What abilities do you have?
What does he have? I have the power to smack.
That is a good power. That is a solid power.
Do you know Van Richten?
Is your name Hulk?
Oh,
This thing has, just so you know, an int of 1. It doesn't know a goddamn thing.
Oh, okay.
Got it. Okay.
So
Can you follow us?
Yes, master.
oh, you're its master now.
Let's get out of here.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Kazan again.
Yes, master.
Oh,
That's its name.
That doesn't turn it off. Do I can I say off? Like turn off?
Sleep?
Sleep? Maybe?
Unrecognized command master, what would you like me to do?
Please speak slower.
Okay, this is interesting. No! No! Follow us, I guess? For now?
Gladly, master.
Miza looks like she has so much she wants to say.
Is this a loud suit of armor?
It's just speaking with a regular inside voice.
It's a walking suit
like,
of armor. Every time it takes a step, clank, clank.
Miza?
I would like to go first. Well, would we like to go now, please?
Yeah, I'll go down with.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright,
Let's
Kazan, we're all going
skedaddle.
to go downstairs and you will follow us. Lastly, okay?
Is
Yes,
everything
master.
okay, Ro? Or is everything okay, Miza?
Just between you and me, I think that thing is very heavy, and I did not want to be on the elevator at the same time.
Understandable.
As it steps on the elevator groans and squeals, but it makes it down fine.
That would have been funny.
Then it just gets up and dusts itself off and walks.
Sorry about that, master.
You're fine?
I'm not using it. Yes! Things I can do my things.
This is cool.
This is unexpected. And could have been useful like 3 sessions ago.
Hey, well...
We didn't know.
real.
We didn't know.
We were not at a point where we would be... Being stabbed by a suit of armor would be good.
And we somehow are now.
Well, we were all up there.
Look, we made it into the tower and we got out alive. Nobody touched that wagon out there. Let's...
So we just have a suit of armor that's about as smart as a brick following us now, if I'm understanding.
Apparently so.
It does what it's told to do. How bad can that be?
It can be a useful sentinel.
You have an animated suit of armor that responds to a command word at your disposal.
It'd be nice to have someone sweep the tower every now and then.
Would you like to leave it with a command? Or would you like to take it with you?
Well,
No,
no,
in my tower.
I was gonna say, yeah. Let's dress him up in a butler suit. Okay, anyway.
We are getting a wedding dress, so maybe we can get something for him too.
Yeah, we do need to do that. By the way, where was
I think we just found our flower girl.
What unholy ceremony is happening? Okay, where did we say that we were gonna find a dress, by the way?
In Velaki.
We're lucky, yeah.
That's right. I'm still on the fence about that, y'all, but...
I mean...
We should probably move on.
If it protects the town from Strahd, it's a flesh golem. It doesn't really have thoughts of it its own.
Does it not, though?
Well, Alexander, that is not quite so. They are sentient to a degree.
But they're programmed what they're told to think.
A moral debate for another day. So, I guess, shall we move on to the town?
I mean, the things I create.
Nope, I guess we're having that moral debate right now.
Dilemma.
I guess what I make is a bit different.
Alexander, do you typically enchant suits of armor with your conjuration magic?
I have not yet, but I'd love to learn how to. Right, that then. Found my next pet project.
Oh boy.
Alrighty, we've got about 5 more minutes. Do you guys want to keep it going a little longer, or do you want to wrap it up here?
Do we want to at least reach a town?
Yeah, we can at least get to Kazan.
Okay.
Krezik.
Balaki?
Balaki.
Or well, you were talking Balaki, and you were also talking Seed.
Oh,
Acorn.
Berez.
Yeah, Berez. You were saying you were kind of talking both. So where do you guys want to head?
Let's go to the map and see what the map looks like.
Yeah, we don't. Where did she point out Berez?
Let me show you.
I missed that.
Berez was where?
Let's see. One of them was right here.
That's Balaki.
And the other one is. Can you show us where that is?
Berez was right here.
Okay.
So they're roughly the same distance.
This way, up this path. Do we want to go get Seed, or do we want to go to town?
Well, I am interested about where this magical seed would be, and it is. We made very well off our last attempt at getting more of this seed, so let us try that. I'm sure that, this marriage can be changed, or perhaps we would like to make the wedding dress a priority. What would you guys like?
No, I'm down for the seed.
I think the seed is a good idea. Yes, I'm still awake over here.
Alright, so we can get the seed and then go over to Velaki, and on the way back to Classic, we can drop off the seed and go back to Classic, so more of a efficient trip.
Okay.
Does Callie know where the third seed was taken?
No.
That was a mystery wrapped in an enigma. None of you know that?
I was just curious because she was with the druids.
Would Callie know if there's any other forts or any other areas where the druids were?
Yes, Callie would know that that was the primary druid sort of encampment and stronghold, and you have taken out the majority of the druids' forces by breaking up the camp at Yesterhill.
Would there be any other camps, Callie, that you can think of?
Any on our way to either of the towns?
If not, we can just interrogate some druids at Berez.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's head over to the seat, I suppose, if that's okay.
We are of the trees and the underbrush, so it's a possibility.
Anybody else had any thoughts, comments, concerns, wants, needs, desires before we head out?
Nope.
Okay. We did decide on seed, right? So we're heading this way.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, then.
Clickety clackety. I couldn't find my travel music.
But you just need 2 coconuts.
I've got
Bagging
a
them together.
lovely bunch of coconuts.
I was making a Monty Python reference, but
I know.
And you went with full on Lion King. Okay, Zazu.
I think I might have. Hold on, guys. I think I pointed out the wrong thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay, so that is a place, but that is not Berez. Berez is right
Whoops.
here.
Where?
Here.
Oh shit, where the hell is that? How did...
So we need to go up this way and then down.
It's further south. Yeah.
Okay, so timer wind.
Yeah, that was my bad.
No worries.
I swapped the two of them in my brain.
Alrighty, so we're heading this way instead.
Okay, so if you're going up this way...
Talk this way.
Walk this way!
Ian just sent me a pun to give you guys. It says,
That scared me, I'm sorry.
I call my horse Mayo, and sometimes mayonnaise.
If
Womp
you
womp.
nasty.
I thought it was funny.
He knows about the mayo jokes, so.
That's funny.
I was just going off of the Janet Jackson song.
No, my first name ain't Baby. It's Mayo. Mayonnaise if you're nasty.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's exactly what went through my head.
Cool. So, rewinding a bit, you guys are going to approach from the north here as you, you'll go down from the north into the south, and as you do, you will approach into some swampland and some ruins. The trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass quickly turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth, pockmarked with the strands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers everything. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages. Their walls are covered with black mildew, and their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire, as though they have long given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood. So,
I summoned Zerk just to like catch them. Get up away!
Zerk sort of sticky tongues out and fit. Alright, so we're going to stop right here. You're not going to make it all the way into Berez. You come up to the swampland, and next week we will navigate the swamp and move into Berez.
Whee!
Okay, say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Alrighty, I shall also stop the stream. So thank you guys for watching, and say goodbye, and I will see you guys next Saturday.